Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally doesn't work. Yes, I'm a dusty, look, you know, growing up, my nickname was Pigpen because I used to have Tonka trucks, okay, that I used to play in the dirt. Used to take paper towel rolls. Those are my sewer lines, so I was always in there digging. And my Uncle Dave would always say, "What's up, Pigpen?" Because there was always a cloud of dust behind me. Well, apparently, some things never change. So, I'm in here hard at work because that's what they do. And what I've done is, they always told me, don't quit your day job because there's no future for you or no money for you in YouTube. And I haven't because I got to pay bills. But I think I found a way to combine YouTube with my day job. That's why you always see me. Update for all of you guys. Shout out to the $100 club, the C Note club. Everybody that did that $100 donation, I think it's 8 of them I'm up to now. You all, as you can see, your Joe Bardi trophy is in the mix here. I've been busting behind yesterday and today getting these things built. Scott, I'm waiting for the boxes because I've ordered special boxes that are the exact size for shipping these. And as soon as we get those in, they should be in today. We'll get yours in the mail. That's the first one. And then we have Christian Ferris, I think, is number 2. I got to look at the list, but I know, Howard Floyd, I think, is number 3. And I know Gina is 6, but there's like 7 or 8 of you guys. But look, as I've been doing these, the first one was the hardest one. But I figured out some ways to make it easier to reproduce the same things. So, yeah, it's coming along. And eventually, after I get caught up, I'll have them on my website if somebody else wants them. Oh, I tell you what. Let me show you something here. Okay. The real difference between Cowboys and Eagles. Let's move this one over here. All right, we'll put that one by itself, and we'll take a few of these out. Not too many. Oh, we'll leave those over there. All right. This is the Dallas Cowboys. This is the Eagles. I gotta say, looks like the Cowboys got more wood than them Eagles. Anyway, okay, I kid because I hate the Eagles. Okay, I would say kid because I love, but I don't love the Eagles. I hate them. They're like cockroaches. Anyway, some news, interesting news. Mike Fisher was saying yesterday that Aldon Smith is having some stuff off the field that the NFL is kind of looking into and so on, and that Tarell Basham the outside linebacker from the Jets. Him signing was basically the Cowboys' move to replace Aldon Smith. And other news out there, Tyrone Crawford, Crawdaddy, is contemplating retiring. I think that this is probably whether he wants to be retired or not. Quite frankly, he had surgery this offseason. I know he had 2 hip surgeries the year before, and he didn't get the kind of push that you need right now from a defensive tackle / end. The thing with Tyrone Crawford, nice guy, really nice guy. He's got a couple of Jobu t-shirts. Well, he did years ago when we met him. Really friendly, personable, and everything else. The thing is with Tyrone Crawford was he was kind of a tweener. Tweener is a guy that's kind of between positions. He could play defensive tackle, but he wasn't really big enough to be offensive tackle. He could play defensive end, but he was a little bit heavy for a defensive end. He could play defensive end, and he could play a great role. And as most Cowboy fans would say, or coaching staff, they would always say, Tyrone Crawford does the dirty work. The dirty work. He'll get down there and play tackle if you need him to, and he'll play defensive end. And it's true. And sometimes you need guys that are a little quicker at defensive tackle. But the thing is part of the thing that's the problem for Tyrone Crawford was because he was kind of undersized for defensive tackle. You can't take that pounding constantly and have longevity. Because he was a little bit heavy for defensive end, he didn't have quite the speed to be an impact guy. Role player, great. And, team leader, great. But the Cowboys have to understand that, you need guys. Instead of tweeners, you need guys, and I say this as we have Keanu Neal, who's going to be kind of a hybrid tweener. I think they're really creating a new position, but be that as it may. You really need a defensive end that's a defensive end and a defensive tackle that's a defensive tackle. You don't want to have multi-tool things because I can relate it to my dad. The machine that I learned how to do woodworking stuff on, my dad had a Shop Smith, and still has it, Shop Smith Mark II. This thing was made like in the 50s. What it is it's a table saw that converts into, goes up to a drill press. It's also a horizontal boring jig. It's a wood lathe, and it is a disc sander. And then you can buy other tools because he's got a bandsaw attachment to it. So you can pop the bandsaw on it. You can get a joiner. It is a multi-tool piece, and it's great for what my dad does. But for me, it's not heavy duty enough to do the specific thing that I need. Could I build one of these right here with it? Yeah, I could. But by the time I go through from using the table saw, okay, then convert it into being the bandsaw, which is kind of undersized and underpowered, it's more time, more effort. See, I've got a dedicated table saw. That's all it does. In fact, now I actually have 2 in here. Because what?
We have the 12 by 12 cutting boards.
Yeah, those the smaller ones are 12 by 12. They're slightly, some of them may be slightly bigger than the 12 by 12, but it's nominal.
Wait till you can show me.
Okay, all right.
We got 2 cutting board orders.
Okay, cool. Is one a big one?
A 12, 20 by, and 20 by.
Do I have one in there?
I have no idea, but 20 by 16 by.
I think there's the 2. Okay, all right. I deal with the. Okay.
It's a medium size one.
All right, just let me know what size. Just take tape measure and then you can measure them. And also the 3 14 by 14s go to Derek, and I got to give you.
I don't have the information.
I'll give you that, and then the 20.
I'm not sure I'm gonna take that stuff today because it's raining.
That's fine. You can take it tomorrow.
But I'll at least box it up.
But Mike, look, Mike. Dallas Cowboys, Eagles. Dallas Cowboys with 5, Eagles with 1.
but we're the only division in the NFL for everybody to have at least one Super Bowl. So
Yeah, at least one. At least one. Because
we
look.
have the most Super Bowl wins. We've been to the most Super Bowls. I mean, I'll take that.
Okay, actually, I'm going to take it to another level here. Okay.
I'll take that over
Dallas Cowboys. New York Giants with 4. Okay.
But Washington, I think that's
Washington, well, we'll take one of those. 3.
I think that's 3.
And then we have the Eagles by them damn selves. I don't want to hear shit from you, Eagles. You guys are trash.
Y'all just help
Trash. But anyway,
anyway,
back to what I do. I've got me a heavy-duty table saw. It's a beast. It's cut thousands of feet. Okay? And like I was saying, I actually got a second one because now I got a dado head in here to go ahead and cut the grooves that I need. You know, groove me, for the stuff, right? I got another one here in case I end up needing to cut some other stuff. So I don't have to keep converting from things to things. I don't have to go from defensive end to defensive tackle because they're all specific. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why, Tyrone Crawford was good as a role player, but he was not an every down type guy. So with that being said, Tyrone Crawford, if you're retiring, I wish you the best.
Whoa. He's retiring?
He's contemplating retiring.
Was this the one that we gave $19 million to?
Well, over 2 years. It was
basically
it was $9.8 million a year.
He needs to go.
Well, his contract's up.
I thought you were talking about Tyrone Smith.
No. Tyrone Crawford.
Okay, Crawford, I'm cool with that.
Okay, so that's where we are with that. And apparently, maybe we don't see Aldon Smith. In the meantime, I got to go get me some paint, and I got to finish sanding out the other racks over there. So I get. Is it raining hard?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, at least we've got Lombardi trophies. Peace, guys.